Ms. Frazier, let me see if I can understand the nature of your claim. You and the defendant are neighbors, and there is a fence that separates the two properties. At some point, you made an agreement with Mr. Frazier that he would replace the common fence, which had deteriorated, that you would pay him $1,250, which included the materials that he was going to use to replace the fence. And you gave him, I think, $750 for materials. When the fence was finished, you would owe him a balance of $500 that was supposed to be due on completion.
Hold up. So they had a clear deal on paper. Materials paid up front, balance on completion. Sounds simple, right? But in neighbor disputes, simple usually goes out the window real fast. Stay tuned.
He did, in fact, take down the old fence.
Correct.
And he put up a new picket fence. When the job was completed, you looked at it and didn't like it. And you took it down. And you brought in someone else to put up a new fence. And you want Mr. Ledet to return to you the $750.
Quick legal note. Once you agree to pay for work and it's done, even if you don't like it, you usually can't just tear it down and demand a refund. Courts look at the agreement and the completion, not whether you changed your mind later.
That he spent on materials, plus half of what it cost you to put up the new fence.
I'm asking for half of what his portion of the fence is and $500 of what I gave him back.
Just a second. Ms. Frazier, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Mr. Ledet took down the fence and put up a fence.
Correct.
Did he agree for you to take down the fence? That's either a yes or a no.
Yes, he said, do what I have to do.
That's not right, Your Honor.
Sorry. You don't have the right to do that. Just for my own information, I would like to see photographs of what you put up, Mr. Ledet.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to see photographs of what you took down, Ms. Frazier. I'd like to also see photographs of the fence that you put up in its place.
Here you go, sir.
Question for you. If the fence looks basically the same, but you just don't like the way it was built, do you think that's enough to start a legal fight? Comment below. Team let it go or team rebuild it?
Hers.
Hers.
His.
Okay, let's take a look at his first. For my information, Mr. Ledet, whose property did the pickets face? There's a backside of the fence and a front side.
The backside is facing my home, and the picket faces are facing Mrs. Sherrill, correct?
Is that correct?
Yes.
How do you like the fence that she put up? Is the fence that she put up okay?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, is.
It is.
It's the same identical fence.
Oh, excuse me.
There are a lot of pictures here. I want you to just take out pictures of the fence that you put up.
The new fence?
The new fence
Okay.
that you put up.
There at the back.
Well, you
I stained it, yes.
You stained the fence.
The stain has nothing to do with it.
You stained the fence.
That's the
Spicy moment. Reminder. A police officer giving you the okay doesn't magically override your legal obligations. Only a judge can officially rule if your actions were lawful. Cue the reality check.
stain
That
has nothing to do with it.
This would have been the same
No.
look.
No.
This would have been the same look. Well,
No, if you look at my
have-
other pictures, my pictures of the work he did.
Oh, I'd like to see your pictures. I'm just looking at his pictures. You said
Okay.
that this
I
was
have pictures.
a
I have
fair and
many
accurate
pictures.
representation of what the fence looked like.
Yes,
that
but
he
not
completed.
all of what it looked like. I mean, what he showed you, yes.
I'd like to see it.
And
Nothing, just a second. Nothing wrong with this. Yeah, I can see that the pickets aren't all as straight as your pickets are.
And if you look at-
You
if
had
you-
no right to take down the fence.
Well,
If you
the police said I
if
did.
you- I don't care what the police said. I
Okay.
don't see anybody here.
All right.
And a police officer is not a judge.
I know that.
And the police officer isn't here. You had no right to take down the fence. You could have sued him, but what you did was you
And
said,
just
"I don't-"
like that, dismissed. Sometimes trying to fix a problem without the court's blessing can end up costing you way more. Always better to fight with paperwork, not power tools.
Like this, I'm taking it down. It's as much yours as it is mine. So you get nothing. If you spent a little extra money, that's your problem.
But that's
Just
not
a
the
second.
exact story.
Just a second. That's the story.
No, it's not.
That's exactly the story. You
No.
agreed with him to pay him $1,250. You gave him $750
It also
for materials.
included the gates. He doesn't mention anything about my
Ms.
two
Fraser,
gates.
you had absolutely no right to tear down the fence. And if you think you did, you have at least one police officer who agrees with you, but I don't.
All right.
You had no right to take down his fence. Now, you got a new fence?
Yes, Your Honor.
She had no right to take down your fence, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You got a bargain with a new redwood fence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the fact that she had no right to take it down, you have no basis for a counterclaim. You're not in any worse shape. She paid for the materials, correct?
Yes,